Welcome.
Who's your favorite Ninja Turtle?
Michelangelo.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
obviously. That's why I
Okay.
said that. Like, I can't believe that she
But
would say-
Leonardo's a close second.
Very close
I like
second.
Leo.
Raphael is fourth.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, he's definitely for it.
Yeah.
He was kind of a crybaby.
He was
Yeah, he's a
kind
little bit of a
crybaby.
whiner. Like Andy when he's drinking.
No. Maybe when I'm golfing.
I think that when we introduce Phil, we should also talk about him starring on The Right Approach right here on JTV.
Yeah, that's right. Phil weekly takes guests out on Cascades Golf Course, and you've had some great golfers so far this year. I know you got things started with a tournament winner.
Yeah, Trevor Raymond, who won the city championship, we go out, play the first hole at Cascades, par 5, and he just calmly makes an eagle.
No big deal.
Oh my
Hits
gosh.
it on in 2, drops a 20-footer for eagle. Yeah, it's no big deal. I know.
Oh, okay.
That's why he won the city championship.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no big deal. And that's a hard hole to eagle. Like, I mean, that's
Well,
a
it
big
is.
hole.
I mean, he probably hit a 320-yard drive, something like that, and hit like a driving iron from like 250 yards right on the green. And
It's like he knows what he's doing.
We've got some
Yes,
players
he
in
does.
this town, though.
yeah, we sure do.
Last week, you had a couple of the state champs from Lumen Christi out.
Yeah, the brothers, Anthony and Brandon Kolka.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they just won the state title for Lumen Christi, so very exciting. That
Cool.
was a lot of fun to have them out there. And speaking of Brandon Kolka, he just won the first flight of the Lyle Ames
Oh, nice.
out at Ellisharp Park yesterday, too.
Wow.
So,
Very cool. Congrats. Some young kids playing in these tournaments.
yes, and really good young kids. And speaking of kids, right now as we speak, the Mercer Tour Junior County Open's going on at Cascades.
Yeah.
We had 92 players sign up
awesome.
for that.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, so both of the Kolka brothers are out there playing right now.
Awesome. So the Junior County Open going on right now. You guys have the Senior County Open and the Jackson County Open coming up that you
Yep.
can sign up for,
Yeah,
correct?
coming up in July. Online registration's available on our website. I think 2 weeks from tomorrow is the entry deadline for the Senior County Open, which is July 12th and 13th. And then 3 weeks from tomorrow, the entry deadline for the County Open, July 19th and 20th.
I can't believe how many people like golf. I really
Right.
wish that I was better at it. We just got the girls golf clubs.
Really?
Yeah. What would you suggest for young people that want to get
That's a
started?
good question.
Well, the driving range is a great place to start.
Okay.
You know, if you're not ready for the course yet, just to go out, work on your swing, hit some balls. And we've got our short course, little 9-hole course, 3 par 3s, 6 par 4s. It's a great way to introduce, beginners and young kids to the game. That's where I started playing golf when I was a kid. It's usually not too busy out there. You can take your time. You
Okay.
don't feel rushed. And
Nice.
it's a great way to get started.
These opens that you're having, can the public come and watch?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep,
Absolutely.
So
we
that seems
encourage
like that would be an
It
inspiring
is, and a lot of
thing for
people
young
come and
people
will
too.
watch the final few holes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
a lot of spouses will walk
Yep.
along, and you'll see kids and grandparents caddy. It's
Yep,
fun.
Yeah.
yep, absolutely.
But you were asking, what your kids do. They could watch Phil on The Right Approach, where they get some
Yes.
tips, and we have a quick clip.
All right, Trevor, I got you at 245 yards.
Okay.
Again, a little bit downhill, so maybe playing, 235 in that area.
See if I can roll a 2-iron up there.
Playing a 2-iron,
Driving iron.
driving iron. Well, you're a ball striker if you're playing a 2-iron out of the fairway.
It's nice and fat.
Oh, great looking ball, Trevor. I think you got an eagle putt there. It's be right in the middle of the green. Great shot.
Putting.
Great shot.
Thanks.
Don't get much better than that.
No, take that.
My favorite part about that clip is it's one of the most difficult shots in golf to hit, and Trevor hits it to about 12 feet, then gets back in the cart and acts like nothing happened.
Yeah, no big deal, just another shot.
Just another day.
Well, what I don't enjoy is I, invite these guests on the show and then they just show me up.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. They're supposed to. Maybe they've never heard of customer golf.
Yeah, I guess not.
We'll have to introduce them.
Who's next on the show?
I don't know. We have not set up our next guest yet.
Oh,
so
maybe
I
we
know.
need to recruit.
Yeah, I
Yes,
mean,
there-
we could always, we can maybe reach out to Connor Spencer. He just won the
He just won the Lyle Ames yesterday.
Yeah.
So, Trevor beat Connor in the finals of the city championship.
Right.
But then Connor bounces back and wins the Lyle Ames yesterday. So
Amazing.
Connor's been playing amazing golf lately.
Nice.
How's the heat affect the golfers out there?
I was surprised. So, it obviously affects golfers, especially in the afternoon. Play is down a little bit. But yesterday morning, we were still really busy, had a lot of people out there. And I came back to the course yesterday afternoon expecting it to be nearly empty, but there was still quite a few people out playing. So, heat or no heat, they don't care. They just want to play golf.
They want to play golf at your course. It's in wonderful
Yeah.
shape. The course looks great this year.
Wow.
Here's some early shots from the course.
Now, this is just 12 months of maintenance and planning, right?
I mean-
You don't just
yeah.
open in April or May.
No. There's, usually in the winter is when we do a lot of tree work.
Okay.
Usually, we took down a couple trees over the winter, do a lot of tree trimming.
Okay.
But then spring is your big cleanup time where, you come out of the winter and there's branches and sticks and stuff everywhere. So
Sure.
yeah, it's a lot of work that goes into it.
Oh, it's
There's
beautiful.
the most difficult green on the course,
It
the
is.
famous 17th
And
green.
Speaking of maintenance over the winter, that worn out cart path area on the right has all been repaired now.
Oh,
So,
nice.
yeah, that's all, we've all seeded that and it looks really nice.
It's a true championship course.
Phil, I read many moons ago, and I repeat it all the time, and I'm wondering if it's still true, that Jackson County, something like we have more holes of public golf per capita than any other region in the country, minus like Tampa, St. Pete area. Have you heard anything like that?
Yes, that's absolutely true. I know that report came out, it was, I don't know, 20 years ago or
Yeah.
something like that, but yeah, it's true. I mean,
Yeah, we
Jackson, we are blessed here in Jackson County.
So if I wanted
Sarasota,
to-
I think, was number one.
Oh, Sarasota.
I believe so, yeah.
Well, but our public golf and their public golf is even two completely different
Oh,
things. I mean, how much would it
100%.
cost me to take my girls out? We're going to get 2 carts and play 18 holes.
And
Well,
Cascades? We
Yeah.
can answer the question. In Florida, you can't answer that
Right.
question. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I feel like Florida is going to have 3 digits minimum.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
So it all depends on what day of the week you play, what time of the day you play. But our peak rate on a weekend morning is $49 for 18 holes with a cart. So that's as expensive as it gets.
Yeah.
But you can play 18 holes with a cart as low as $32.
Nice.
So if you come out on a weekend afternoon. So,
Yeah.
You sell beer?
Yeah, we sure do.
What? Has that always been the case?
I want to say it's been about 11 years now,
my
something
gosh.
like that.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
yeah, for the longest time, we did not sell alcohol, but we got a liquor license. I want to say it was around 2013,
Okay.
I believe.
All right. This is brand new information. This,
Oh, yeah.
this
it
changes
is.
things
Well,
up.
you could just.
If you would come out and come see us once in a
yeah,
while,
why
you would
don't. Do you
these
know where it
things.
is?
Oh, stop it. I was just going to say, I'm not even a golfer, but there's something magical when you drive
You
by
know what we could do?
the golf course.
Cold beer and cheeseburger dog.
Well, how about since we
Cheeseburger
did,
dog?
Oh.
What is that?
Andy, we can't get those anymore. So
Really?
Yeah, they're gone.
I think you told me that.
Yeah, they don't distribute.
They
them
don't
But
anymore,
now you've
so-
said the words. I can't unhear it.
We'll figure it out. But
All
yeah,
right.
I think there was some type of.
So we just mentioned we do not have our next guest lined up for the right approach.
I've done a golf show. I've done a golf
You're
episode.
good. You should do it.
We've got our next guest.
I think so. Perfect. Right at Cascades. You have your golf outfit still? Yes.
I mean, that was such a disaster.
We got a clip. No, we don't have a
my
clip.
God, Andy, don't you dare.
But
What I
about
would do
10
is
years
come
ago-
out and take a lesson.
That
And
seems more appropriate.
the day that we did it, my babysitter bailed, and I had to show up at the golf course with my 2 kids in tow, and we just went out and I killed it, but
Yeah,
Of course you did.
we had an awesome time. The Senior Open. Let's hit that one more time because
Sure.
that date is coming up,
Yes, it is.
and like you to sign up. A lot of guys play in both the Senior and the regular Open.
Oh,
Well, when
yeah,
are you gonna do it, Andy?
absolutely.
I will just watch. I don't.
do you ever compete in
Um,
golf?
not really. No.
But the last couple years, we've talked about
We
teaming
have.
up in the fall too.
we have.
Yeah,
what
make
happened?
them do it.
Phil and I are going to get together in some type of tournament.
You should.
Yeah, we will. So, Phil, thanks so much, and thanks for everything you're
Yeah,
doing.
thanks for having me here. I appreciate it.
Phil Fischmeister, the director of golf at Cascades. More of the show right after this. Stay with us.